students, how are you? Hope you all are keeping fine. On previous class, we have to study about chemical equations and how to balance a chemical equation. Today, we are going to study about different types of chemical reactions. What do you mean by a chemical reaction? In a chemical reaction, the original substance lose their nature and identity to form a new substance with different properties. The original substance and the given product are totally different. Okay? Today we study about combination reaction. First of all of you look the activity 1.4 that given in your textbook. Okay? For this activity, we can use beaker, water and calcium oxide. Okay? For doing this activity, we can use beaker, water and calcium oxide. This calcium oxide is also known as quicklime. Okay? This calcium oxide is also known as quicklime. Don't forget it. This calcium oxide is also known as quicklime. First, you take a beaker and then you take a small amount of calcium oxide or quicklime into it. Okay? First, you take a beaker and then to take a small amount of calcium oxide or quicklime into it. And then slowly add water. Okay? And you touch the beaker as shown in figure 1.3. Do you feel any change in temperature here? In this reaction, calcium oxide react with water to form calcium hydroxide. Okay? In this reaction, calcium oxide, which means quicklime, that react with water to form calcium hydroxide. This calcium hydroxide is also known as slaked lime. Okay? This calcium hydroxide is also known as slaked lime. Don't forget it. Calcium oxide or CaO is known as quicklime. Calcium hydroxide or CaOH twice is known as slaked lime. Okay? In this reaction, calcium oxide react with water to form calcium hydroxide and release some heat also. Okay? In this reaction, the product will be get calcium hydroxide or slaked lime, and also there is a releasing of some heat. So when you touch the beaker, we can feel some hot because its temperature increases. It releases some heat. So this type of reaction is known as exothermic process. In a reaction, the heat or energy is to be released, then it is known as exothermic process. Are you clear now? In any reaction, there is a energy or heat is to be liberated or released. Then this type of reaction is known as exothermic reaction or exothermic process. Okay? So, this calcium oxide react with water to form calcium hydroxide and release some heat. So, this reaction is an exothermic process. Okay? Now, all of you look on this picture. This picture shows also the reaction of calcium oxide and water. And this picture also shows that calcium oxide or quicklime reacts with water to form slaked lime or calcium hydroxide. Okay. And also the quicklime react with water to form slaked lime and releasing a lot of heat. Okay. And also this reaction is releasing a lot of heat. As a result, the beaker becomes hot and also its temperature increases. As a result, the beaker becomes hot and its temperature increases. Now all of you clear? Yes. Next, discuss some more examples of combination reaction. You also remember that under first reaction, that is calcium oxide and water, there are two reactants are there. Calcium oxide and water are the reactants. These two reactants are combined to form only single product, that is calcium hydroxide. And simply we can say that A plus B. Here A and B are the reactants. These A and B react to form AB. Okay. This A and B combine to form AB, a single product. This type of reaction is known as combination reaction, combined. Okay. Next, we look on some more examples of combination reactions. First, burning of coal. What is the main constituent of coal? Carbon. Coal contains carbon. Then burning of coal means carbon react with oxygen. Here, all of you look here. Carbon react with oxygen. What are the reactants here? Carbon and oxygen are the reactants. Okay. These two combines to form carbon dioxide. C2, C plus O2. These two are combined to form CO2, carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is the product. Okay. In this equation also, two reactants which are combined to form only a single product. Two reactants are combined to form only a single product. Okay. Next, formation of water. Formation of water from hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. Hydrogen and oxygen which combine to form water. Here, the hydrogen and oxygen are the reactants. This hydrogen and oxygen are combined to form water. Okay. Water is the product. That means two reactants are combined together to form a single product. Okay. Then, in very simply we can say that when two or more substances, that is elements or compounds, when two or more substances are combined to form a single product. Okay. In simply we can say that two or more substances means two or more element or compound are combined to form a single product. To form a single product is known as combination reaction. All of you say it together with me. What do you mean by a combination reaction? When two or more substances are combined to form a single product, only one product. Okay. A single product is called combination reaction. Now look on another example of exothermic reaction. Note a combination reaction, exothermic reaction. On previous I explained that in exothermic reaction means in a chemical reaction there is a release of heat or energy is to be released, then that type of reaction is known as exothermic reaction or exothermic process. Here CH4 means methane. CH4 means methane. Methane plus oxygen which gives carbon dioxide and water, and also a small amount of heat is to be released. So this type of reaction is known as exothermic reaction. Next we look on the next question, that do you know the respiration is an exothermic process? How can you explain that the respiration is an exothermic process? You all know that we need energy. We need energy for live, for play, for do all activities. Where this energy we get? Yes, this energy we get from the food we eaten. Yes or no? Yes, the energy we given from the food we eaten. During digestion, these food are broken down into simpler forms. During digestion, these foods are decomposed into a simple products. For example, rice, potatoes, bread, they all contain carbohydrates. During digestion, these carbohydrates are broken down into glucose. Okay, rice, bread, etc. which contains carbohydrates. During digestion, these carbohydrates are broken down into glucose. Okay, and this glucose will react with oxygen which present in the cell of our body. Okay, in our body there are cells. These cells contain oxygen. This glucose which react with or combines with oxygen in the cell of our body. Okay, and provides energy and release energy for our live. Okay, so release of energy happens in this process. So we can say that the digestion or respiration is an exothermic process. Okay, once more, the food we eaten are broken down into simpler forms during digestion. For example, in rice which contain carbohydrates, during digestion these carbohydrates are broken down into glucose. Okay, carbohydrates broken down to glucose. These glucose combine with oxygen that present in the cell. Okay, and to release energy. So digestion is an exothermic process. Okay, today you all are study about combination reaction and exothermic process. Once more, before I wind up the class, once more I explain that combination reaction means when two or more substances combine together to form a single product is called combination reaction. Carbon plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide. Hydrogen plus oxygen gives water. Calcium oxide plus water gives calcium hydroxide. Okay. Then exothermic process means when a chemical reaction there is a release of energy or heat, then that reaction is known as exothermic reaction or exothermic process. Okay, and also you have remember that calcium oxide is also known as quicklime. CaO is known as quicklime. Calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice we read as calcium hydroxide. This calcium hydroxide is also known as Lakered lime. Okay. Okay, today I wind up my class. All of you study well, do all assignments, be safe and take care. Okay, bye. We will meet you on next class.